The KTM 3090 Superduke RR is entering the next round, and this is not just a normal update, this is the new Superduke RR. What is behind it you will find out in this video. And with that, a very warm welcome to 1000 PS TV. Hard to believe the season has already started, but I am sitting here in the studio because KTM has unveiled a new motorcycle, the new Superduke RR. If we take a quick look back, a new generation of the 1290 Superduke arrived in 2020, and in 2021 the first RR version followed. It was limited, lighter and clearly built with even fewer compromises. And that is exactly where KTM picks things up again, pushing the whole concept a step further with the 3090 Superduke RR. The new RR is meant to be the most radical version of this model line. And that shows very clearly in the weight as well. The RR is 11 kilograms lighter than the standard Superduke R, which brings it down to 189 kilograms without fuel. On paper, that is just a number. But in practice, it should be clearly noticeable in the way the bike behaves, especially when it comes to agility, turn-in, and its general eagerness to react. And if you are riding hard, or maybe even taking it onto the track, that factor plays a huge role. Less weight usually means less inertia, and that is exactly the goal here. To make sure the bike does not become nervous as a result, KTM has of course also upgraded the suspension. At the front there is a WP Pro Components closed cartridge fork. It is designed to work with constant oil pressure and should therefore deliver more consistent damping even under heavy loads on track. You notice that most when braking hard or flicking the bike quickly from side to side, so exactly in those situations where stability and feedback really matter. At the rear there is a WP Pro shock developed specifically for the double R. It offers a wide range of adjustment options. With separately adjustable high speed and low speed damping, the setup can be tuned very precisely, depending on whether you are riding on the road or taking the bike onto the racetrack. KTM is also showing a very clear focus with the other components. The company is consistently chasing lightweight construction, including the use of carbon. On top of that, there are forged wheels that are around 1.5 kilograms lighter than the cast wheels on the standard Superduke. And with wheels in particular, we have noticed this many times before, that saving weight here really makes a difference because it reduces rotating mass. That helps the bike turn in more easily and react more directly overall. For tires, KTM is going with the Michelin Power Cup 2. These are very clearly sports-focused tires that are still road legal, but their emphasis is definitely aimed more towards track use. They are supposed to build temperature quickly and deliver stable grip at higher pace without going greasy, so that you can really maintain performance over long sessions. When it comes to the brakes, there is a new Brembo setup as well. The Hypure Sport 4-piston monoblock calipers are supposed to need less hand force while also giving a shorter lever travel. Of course, that all sounds very polished and very promotional right now. Once we get the chance to test the bike, we will find out whether the feel and modulation are actually more precise. At the front there are two 320mm discs and at the rear a 240mm single disc. So a classic setup, but one that is very much focused on performance. As for the engine, KTM sticks with the familiar LC8 V-twin with 1350 cubic centimeters. It is a well-known engine and it puts out 193 PS and 145 Newton meters of torque. So compared to the standard version, there is no extra power added. And honestly, I would say that is not really necessary because with this camshift technology, the engine is already an absolute weapon. Great power delivery right across the ref range, and that should be more than enough here for the double R as well. In the background, KTM has also worked on durability. The service intervals have been extended, and according to the manufacturer, that is a very good step forward. Especially in this performance class, where everything revolves around performance, that is definitely a strong point. The standard equipment has also been upgraded. You now get an Akrapovic slip-on exhaust in titanium. And visually quite a few things have changed too. The carbon parts are not just there to save weight, they are also meant to make the bike look even more aggressive. On top of that, there are very subtly integrated winglets at the front, which are supposed to generate additional downforce at higher speeds. A big step has also been taken in electronics. KTM says this is the most comprehensive electronics package ever fitted to a road legal motorcycle from the brand. At the center of it all is the new 8.8-inch touchscreen display, which we already know from the 990 models. The new layout works really well. It offers a split screen function and a very clear structure. That means you can set things up exactly the way you want them. And above all, the display itself does not stick up awkwardly, so it does not look like some huge device jutting out from the front of the bike. The controls on the bike have also been revised. There are new switches with improved feedback, backlighting and a new joystick so that you can move through the menus more easily if you do not want to use the touchscreen. We have already tried that on other models and it works well there too. As standard, the tech pack is also included. That means, among other things, track mode with telemetry and lap timer functions, various riding modes and the usual rider aids and ABS systems. But what is especially interesting on the new RR is the so-called Beast mode. In this mode, the system is deliberately reduced. The display then shows only the most important information and the assistance systems intervene only within the legally required limits. At least that is how KTM describes it. So in other words, it probably means that nearly all the rider safety systems are switched off, apart from the ABS, because that is legally required. On the road, that is probably a bit too wild, but on the racetrack, that could be exactly the point. And that also makes it very clear what this motorcycle is meant for. The new 1390 Superduke RR is not an all-rounder and it is not a comfort bike either. It is very clearly the most focused motorcycle in the Superduke family and it is clearly built around outright performance, just with road approval. Let us quickly talk about availability as well. The new KTM 1390 Superduke RR is expected to arrive at dealers in April or May 2026. Worldwide, it is limited to just 350 units, which naturally makes it a very exclusive model. And the price makes it even more exclusive. In Austria, it starts at 33,999 euros and in Germany at 29,999 euros. So, as you can see, the new 1390 Superduke RR is an exclusive motorcycle. A very extreme one, but it fits perfectly into the Superduke family as the absolute top model. What I would really like to know now is what you think of the new RR. Are you excited about it? Would you call your dealer straight away? Please write it in the comments. I would love to know. And of course, do not forget to subscribe to the channel because I really hope that in the next video I will not be sitting here in the studio but outside actually riding motorcycles. I would be very happy to see you again then. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.